This video is all about the noticeable changes in Samsung's One UI from One UI 5.1 all the way to the One UI 8.0. On the left, you are seeing One UI 5.1 on Android 13, followed by One UI 6.1 on Android 14, and then One UI 7.0 on Android 15, and finally One UI 8 on Android 16. Let's walk through 8 major changes and see how the experience evolved over time. The first thing you will immediately notice is the battery icon and percentage style. In One UI 5 and 6, Samsung kept it simple and consistent. But once we move into One UI 7 and 8, the battery icon gets a fresh redesign with a completely different percentage display. I have even seen rumors that One UI 8.5 might change it even more, bringing a new visual identity. And speaking of the visual identity, the next big thing is in the notification panel. When we look at the notification panel and quick settings, there is a huge leap between One UI 5.1 and 6.1. That's where Samsung introduced a modern layout. However, after that, in One UI 7 and 8, the style remains mostly refined with only minor adjustments. Even though it's a cleaner now, I personally still prefer the One UI 5.1 style. I felt more practical. But it's not just about layout. How we access features also evolved, which brings us to the settings menu. At first glance, the settings menu may look the same across all versions, but when you dive deeper, you can clearly see differences in section placements, naming, and structure. What truly stands out in One UI 7 and 8 is the AI-powered search bar, which instantly shows exactly what you are looking for. That's something you won't find at all in One UI 5.1. From settings, let's move on to the home screen. Because Samsung didn't stop there, the home screen widgets also evolve over time. While One UI 5 and 6 keep it basic, One UI 7 and 8 introduce fresh widget options with smarter functionality. I personally don't use widgets much, but I'm curious, which widgets do you use daily? Now let's go a bit deeper into navigation, and that leads us to the app drawer. One of the subtle yet impactful changes is the app drawer search bar position. In One UI 5 and 6, it stays at the top, but with One UI 7 and 8, it moves to the bottom, making one-handed use much easier. Along with that, customization options like icon size, labels, and grid layout are modified too. And it's not just navigation, even core apps like camera have evolved. The camera interface saw significant changes as well. While One UI 5 and 6 share a similar layout, One UI 7 and 8 introduce a more polished and grouped design. If you pay attention, you will notice Samsung is clearly moving towards one-handed accessibility across the entire UI. That philosophy continues on the lock screen too, with some noticeable upgrades. The lock screen takes a big step forward in One UI 7, introducing a new bottom bar that wasn't present before. This makes it easier to manage ongoing activities by simply swiping up or down. In earlier versions, these elements took up a lot more space. But visuals aren't the only thing that changed. Even sounds evolved. Even the default ringtones get refreshed with every version. Samsung keeps some classic tunes but adds new ones and removes a few old sounds in each update. It's a small touch, but you can feel the difference when you first set up the phone. And while we are still on personalization, there is one area that clearly dominates: lock screen customization. There is no debate here. One UI 7 and 8 offer far more lock screen customization options and widgets. One UI 6.1 offers some flexibility, but One UI 5.1 is very limited in comparison. Overall, Samsung has gradually shaped One UI into a more refined, personalized, and user-friendly experience. Right now, we are very close to seeing One UI 8.5 in upcoming Samsung devices. I'm really excited to see how it looks and feels. Comment below which One UI feature do you love the most and which one do you dislike. For me, the battery icon style without percentage in newer versions feel awkward. The older versions looked better.